3 films, 328 years, more brutal deaths than we can count. Here's everything you need to know about Fear Street. Was Sarah Fear really a witch? Nope. Sarah Fear was a blameless woman unfortunate enough to be an outcast in an intolerant society. She's innocent of all the accusations laid against her, and she isn't responsible for the evil that grips Shadyside. The rhyme about her cutting her hand off to make a deal with the devil is false. In one particularly disgusting scene, Sarah loses her hand defending herself against Solomon Good, who claims he loves her.
I love you! Stop fighting!
He's just got an unusual way of showing it. This is why her hand ends up underground, far away from where her body is actually buried, for Alice to find 312 years later.
I fucking found it.
Why does Sarah confess to being a witch? Well, to save the life of Hannah, the girl she loves. Both Sarah and Hannah are accused of witchcraft and held responsible for the death of Pastor Cyrus Miller. But Sarah takes the blame for everything, allowing Hannah to escape the mob justice of her fellow villagers. Sarah's last act is to promise Solomon that the truth will be his curse, which, as we now know, is exactly what happens. Why doesn't reuniting Sarah's hand with her body break the curse? It does, sort of, just not in the way that we expect. This is a riff on a classic horror movie trope, where laying a body to rest will end some ancient and unspeakable curse. But, as we know from Fear Street, this doesn't always work. The deaths keep coming, even after the hand and body of Sarah Fear are reunited. And that's because she's not the evil force people think she is. But it does play a part in ending the curse. When she returns the hand, Dina experiences a flashback that reveals everything that happened to Sarah, and the tragic injustices that led to the Shadyside curse. This gives her the information that she needs to trap Sheriff Good and finally reveal the truth.
I will follow you forever. I will never let you go.
So who's really responsible for the murders? The origin of evil in Shadyside is, ironically enough, the Good family. In Fear Street 1666, we learn Solomon made a pact with the devil for power, prosperity, and legacy, after his attempts to start a small holding for himself failed too often.
Good is evil.
Pushed to his limits, Good takes a dark path. By offering a single soul to the devil every few years, he gets what his unanswered prayers failed to provide. This begins with Pastor Cyrus Miller, the first name that appears on the underground wall.
Good gives a name to the devil.
Ryan Torres.
The devil takes over that person.
If this wasn't already bad enough, those marked by Good have a tendency towards murderous rampages. That's why previously decent and calm people, like Ryan, become unhinged killers. The devil feeds off the blood of the Shadysiders killed during the rampages, and it's always Shadysiders, and the Good family gets whatever it wants. So what's the deal with the cursed blood? Normally, the massacres in Shadyside are seemingly indiscriminate. One person gets possessed, and they kill anyone around them. But Sarah's promise to Solomon Good complicates things. When someone bleeds on Sarah Fear's grave, like Dina, Sam or Ziggy, they get a glimpse of what really happened. And that's why the historic killers come after them, respawning from the pulsating pile of organs to protect Good's secret, drawn to the blood of anyone who's seen the truth that Sarah Fear shared. The lure of this blood is strong enough that it can be used to distract and corral the reanimated killers, and even make them fight each other. This is also why the police officer in the mall gets murdered. Look at the floor, and you can see he's standing on a neon blood trail. Conversely, if you don't get in the way and you don't have blood on you, they'll ignore you in favour of their intended target.
Stay out of their way. They'll walk right by you.
How does Sheriff Good die? In the final fight with Sheriff Good, Dina forces him to touch the pile of pulsating organs that spawns his undead murderers. When he does so, he's assailed with images of all the people who've died and suffered so his family can remain in control. The revelation stuns him long enough for Dina to finish the job and break the curse forever. So, in a way, Sarah's promise about the truth being his curse is exactly right. What code does Josh keep repeating? As you probably noticed in the first film, Josh has a code he recites whenever he's feeling nervous, which, it turns out, is quite often.
Up, down, left, right, BA, start.
If you've ever played any video games, you probably recognise this straight away as the Konami code. Many older titles from the Japanese publisher feature the cheat, unlocking things like additional lives and home conversions of classic arcade games.
You are the biggest nerd.
The Konami code's popularity goes beyond games too, stretching into the wider public consciousness. It features in Disney's Wreck-It Ralph, and you can even enter it on some websites, such as BuzzFeed, to unlock hidden secrets. Why wasn't Sarah's body under the hanging tree? As we see in Fear Street 1666, Sarah was initially buried under the hanging tree, but her friends decided she deserved a proper grave and moved her where nobody else would find her, leaving the carved stone behind under the tree as a way of memorialising her. And, as we know, her severed hand was lost in the cave, which is why Ziggy and Cindy's plan of reuniting body and hand is frustrated.
We can save Shadyside. Tonight.
What's the significance of the red plant? The red plant seen in Shadyside is symbolic of Sarah Fier's sacrifice and her relationship with Hannah. We see it growing in the cave where she lost her hand, even reaching up to the Camp Nightwing bathroom. And it encircles her real grave, where Sam has the accident in part 1. In the final movie, we can see where it comes from. Hannah wears a crown of red flowers, which she places in Sarah's grave when they move the body. Why doesn't Ziggy die from her wounds? This is likely because Nick doesn't want her to. As a good, he's in control of the reanimated killers. And, as awful as he is, he apparently has some genuine feelings for Ziggy. He even says as much in part 2.
I'm not letting you die.
This is probably why he knows exactly where she'll be, and how he's able to get to her quick enough to save her. It's a shame that those feelings for her don't last.
If I die, she dies!
Who was Kate's aunt? In Fear Street 1994, Kate tells us her mum's sister was at Camp Nightwing the year of the massacre.
Yeah, my mom's sister was there. I screwed my family up for a long time.
So does that mean that we see her in Fear Street Part 2? Yes, but it's never explicit. In an interview with Den of Geek, trilogy director Lee Janiak says Kate's aunt might be the girl we see in the arts and crafts cabin. We don't see her death, we just get this dramatic moment with a match going out. And the character, played by Lana Spraley, is credited only as Shadyside Prisoner number 1. But Janiak confirmed that she discussed the connection with the actor before the scene was shot. A chilling Easter egg for anyone who was paying close enough attention. Who grabs the book at the end? We have no idea, but it wouldn't be a horror movie without a Carrie-style final jump scare, would it? So there you go. Do you have any favourite moments from Fear Street? Let us know in the comments below, and remember to subscribe to Netflix UK and Ireland for more deep dives into your favourite shows and movies.